Hey, I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Sarina.
And you're listening to
Girl Next Door.
We're your favorite neighbors, bringing real talk, good vibes, and all the cozy feels right to your ears.
Whether we're talking life, love, family, or what just happened yesterday, we're keeping it honest and a little bit loud.
That's right. So get comfy because Girl Next Door has a lot to say. Through that.
I think I just realized, without probably giving it this language, that my time and season with that person was up. And I had to be okay with that because I'm the type of person that you said it earlier, like when we're going from friendship to sisterhood, we're crossing over into sacred space. So once you've crossed over, I usually don't want to let you go.
Yeah.
So I'm all in. And so and even though you're not letting them go per se, in a way you are.
But in a way
you are. And so that's kind of hard for me because I value people. I value the time I spend with people. I value details about people. And so to even pull away from that a little bit is very disheartening.
Yeah.
But going back to what we were saying at the beginning, sisterhood is a spiritual thing, and there has to be this spiritual connectedness. And it doesn't necessarily mean one is greater than the other one, but sometimes I've been in a situation where we were here and then it just seemed like we started growing this way. I won't even say like this, like one went above another, but it just kind of seemed like this. And it just wasn't fitting.
Mm-hmm.
It just wasn't fitting. And and that was gonna be detrimental to both sides.
Trying to hold on.
So how did I maneuver it? Like you said, it felt awkward, but I just had to let it go because then you're sitting around a table, you're meeting,
you're forcing it.
You're calling them over. You really don't want to invite them. You know it's awkward, and so I just had to let that thing go, and I had to also accept that sometimes the commentary about me could potentially be negative, but I had to be okay with that. That's hard. Like when because I sometimes feel like I have to explain all the time.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell y'all something funny I did. When I got, I grew up Kojic, right? It's a little churchy. And so when I joined the church where we met, a fire, I had this renewal, a fire was lit within me and I was ready to live this life for God and I was sold out and I was 10 toes down, as they say. And let me tell you what I did. I called all my friends at the time and told them, like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to hang with you because basically this is where I am in God.
Wow.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy looking back. So to my friends, I did that too. I'll talk to y'all later because this is kind of funny.
Sorry.
I don't know if I ain't sorry.
Well, what made you? Was it what?
Girl, crazy, just on fire for the Lord. And so I ended up I ended up calling them because I was on fire. So I probably felt like I was going here and they were staying here, which is a little prideful now.
Yeah.
But it was innocent. I was I had a lot of zeal.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna serve the Lord all the days of my life, which I still believe.
Yeah.
But I was vested, and so I called them one by one. And I looking back now, I'm a little ashamed because I remember some of their reactions, like, huh? Like it was just so left. And some of them I hadn't talked to in a while. It was like one of them friendships where you just pick up and keep going. And they were like, okay. And they were and this is how I ride out with them. I know two specifically if y'all are watching, but Jasmine and Rashada, they were so gracious to me.
Oh, bless
and they
their
were just
heart.
like, and I'm still cool with them, but they're like, oh, okay, girl. Like we, we're in college. So they're like, I know they probably want to say it didn't warrant that, but whatever.
What are you talking about?
And so I thought I was going here. I was just getting started. So yeah, my little trying to disconnect spirit has always been there.
Yeah,
that was too much. But as I matured and got older, that was unnecessary. But when it really came, and those are still friends of mine.
Absolutely.
But for the ones we're talking about, these relationships, I didn't feel this need to call them and explain like that or whatever. It was just, I knew that God was saying that season had expired and I had to be okay with it.
Yeah.
I had to be okay with it.
I was talking to a friend about that, about seasons changing and how it is uncomfortable because now you have to maneuver in a new space without that person that has been beside you all this time. And it took some time. but now that she has maneuvered through it, she's like, "I'm really in a good place." Like, I
Mm.
eat and if they were to rekindle or if they and I mean, they still talk. They
Yeah, yeah,
still talk,
yeah. Okay.
but it's not as often. It's
Mhm.
not, you're not at all the events,
Okay.
all of the stuff, but
Yeah.
when they do talk, they're able to have great conversation, and she said, "And I'm okay with the new.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
but there's no going back."
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? God revealed some things, and, we're just not in the same place, and I'm okay with that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we have to be okay with that,
Yeah.
when those seasons change. It is hard to
Navigate. Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very hard, especially when someone was up close and personal, but,
Yeah.
I do believe, that, there are moments where we do
Yeah, we gotta do the split.
yeah, we gotta do
Yeah.
the split.
You said earlier that you're just kinda saying it in passing, but you said, "I don't even believe in it having a large circle when it comes to sisterhood." And so having this small circle, I'm wondering, and maybe y'all can tell us for those who may be, a little more seasoned than us,
Yeah,
um, does that just come with maturity and time where your circle gets smaller, not necessarily because you need less, but because we've grown, we've matured, and we're more in tune with God and in tune with what we need and
yeah,
what can be tolerated in our life? And so it seems to me like what we're talking about, these friendships where we have a split or we're
yeah,
finding some, that kind of seems like 20s,
yeah.
late teens, maybe even early 30s, depending on, how you're
No,
blooming.
they can happen and,
You think
beyond
40s? You think
beyond.
40s we're still pruning those
Yeah, it
relationships?
can
Yeah.
be because I think sometimes, everything isn't revealed about people, and
Mm,
certain things bring out like, something in you may bring out a quality in me that isn't becoming, and
mm,
when you get privy to that, um,
mhm,
attitude or that language or that disposition, it may not sit well with
mm,
you because it's
mm,
like, "Where is
mm,
this coming from?" But it's
mm,
coming from a seed that has been within, but now it's being
mm,
exposed.
mm.
And I think exposure can happen at any age
Now
where
you're
you have
right.
to
You're right.
cut the chains and
Mm,
say, "Hey, I really this relationship isn't feeding me, and I think
yeah.
it'd be best if we kinda split."
Split.
So
Yeah.
I think that can always happen, and sometimes and I can't say that the relationship that I'm referring to with my friend and her situation and with
Mhm.
my friend's situation, that this was a sisterhood friendship.
Yeah, okay.
I think it was more so just a
Just a close
friendship.
friendship. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but even in that, I think it can happen at
Yeah.
any age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you experienced the severance of relationships from a sister? Now that we've talked about the difference of a
I don't think I
sister
haven't. I have
and a
not. Thank God, I have not.
mm,
And and to back to your point of larger groups, like, if you have I wanna hear from you all. Do you all have large friendship groups that actually work? Like, that no,
or sisterhood. Yeah.
sisterhoods that everybody is vulnerable, everybody is open.
See, that's what
We
I think I was
we
meaning the first episode.
Yeah.
Remember we were
Yeah,
talking
we were
about that,
talking.
but go ahead. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Where
Well, I
we
was like, I
trust
don't
one
know.
another,
Yeah.
that, like, it's okay that we all sharing the same thing
Yeah.
because it's a solid sisterhood, right? I have not experienced that.
Mm-mm.
So I say no for me because I just don't feel like that really happened.
No.
Like, all the way down, true and true,
Mhm.
through and through. I
Yeah.
just don't, for me it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
So what benefits me are the small circles with the
Yeah.
few that are
Yeah.
within it.
Yeah.
Now, friendships and associates and all of that, yes,
Absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely. And we have a doggone good time.
Yeah.
But when it comes to knowing me through and through,
Yeah.
that group isn't as big, at
Mhm.
all.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
I
if it
used to think
exists,
that
I
it
would
was
love to know about it,
yeah.
like truly, not
Yeah.
we just have fun together, but I mean, like, gut wrenching,
Like 5 or more.
yes, and
Yeah.
everybody knows everything and it's praying people through. I mean, if that exists, please share that with me
Yeah.
because I think that's amazing. I
Yeah.
think it is.
I don't think I've experienced that to that degree.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. And even if I have, like, because I know, like, even in high school, I'm thinking back, like, there was a group of us, but then you always seem to have, like, 2 that may be closer on this level
Yes.
and another 2 or 3 here, which is fine. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because it goes
Yeah.
back to what we were saying earlier. Um, everybody can't be all things to us at all times. So
Right.
that's reserved for the Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah. So um investing in relationships, we need to communicate.
Yeah.
We need to be
Bottom
open.
line.
We need to be honest. Um And I don't know if we talked about this in the first part of the segment. Again, mom brain. But one of the kind of last things, I don't know if it's the last thing, but I wanted to touch on was I kind of praised you for your ability to how you invest in your friendships. And I think it matures us and presents a level of accountability that everybody's not ready for.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if you had any thoughts on that, like what has been your experience when you have the communication and now the person has to be accountable for whatever you brought to them? Because that's a form of investing in a
Yeah.
relationship. When
Yeah.
I'm holding you accountable, and
Yeah.
you may have said this earlier, but you said this because I love you and I care
Yeah.
about how you feel and I value your sacred space as much as I value mine. But has there been like resistance there, or like I don't know. You just got any thoughts?
It has not been resistance. I think because, and I think again, it goes to our points from last time. We said there needs to be discernment. We need to be Holy Spirit led, and
Yeah.
we need to extend grace. And because all of
Mhm.
those things were sought out like
In the very
as the
beginning.
in the beginning,
Yeah.
when we were faced with opportunities where I had to share or vice versa, like, hey, let's deal with this head on. This is
Mhm.
what's bothering us, is, or whatever it is.
Mhm.
It was received well.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And we were
Yeah.
able to have the conversations,
Yeah.
as hard or awkward or uncomfortable
Mhm.
as it may have been at the time.
Yeah.
We were able to have the conversations and navigate through, and we done with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we both see that the end result is that not we're going to end a relationship, but
Mhm.
that we're going to be better fit for one another
Yeah.
in this sacred space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm listening to you talk, and I think that might be an area of growth for me. I
Mhm.
think that I can stretch myself to be take kind of this leap of faith and trust in the sister
Yeah.
and be more open and talk. I don't know if I always do that.
Yeah.
Like I should. Like,
Yeah.
I'll talk about something obviously if it's bothering me or if it's something major, but sometimes I have things that bother me and I won't say it, not for the sake of like just trying to keep the peace or even just concern or worry. I think I overanalyze a process and
Yeah.
if I had to be truly honest in this moment, sometimes there's a form of embarrassment to say that I feel this way,
Yeah.
and so I'm listening to you talk and
Yeah.
that shame,
Yeah.
I that's the feeling I would say.
Yeah. I
I
have
feel
it.
ashamed to say that I feel a certain way. And I know
Absolutely.
I shouldn't, right? Like
Yeah.
cognitively, I know it's like, hey, this is somebody who's a sister, like you said, we've done the discernment, we've done all the things. This is a trusted voice, but there's still something that kind of keeps me from. So just kind of like any ending thoughts, because I know you do this well. You
I
do
try
this
to.
well. And I know you don't probably focus on you doing it, but you're able to kind of take that thing that kind of this is how it feels for me. Like it's like this lump in your throat. It's
Yeah.
like, and I usually don't say it, but you're like, okay, I'm just
Yeah.
and I always tell you that, like you and Keith is like, y'all show your cards, and I'm like, how are y'all so able to just put it out there so easily?
I think it's all in approach too, but um it's very uncomfortable. It's embarrassing, it's shameful because it's like, and I'll tell myself this, like,
Mhm.
"Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Like, why are you even feeling this way? Like,
Mhm.
why did you allow that to offend you?" So
Mhm.
I have to sit with it. I sit
Mhm.
with it and I analyze it. I ask myself the questions because sometimes it may not be them.
Mhm.
The offense may be there, yes, but my interpretation or my reason for feeling the offense, why is that bothering me? So if you're declaring it's not even a big deal, why is it bothering me? Like, why am I upset? Because
Mhm.
it's not even that big of a deal. We say that all the time. So why am I mad?
Mhm.
Okay, so why are you mad? Are you mad because it made you feel insignificant when that happened? It
Mhm.
made you feel a little bit of jealousy when that
Mhm.
happened? You felt like the light was shining on her
Mhm.
when you felt like it should have been shining on you? These are embarrassing,
Yeah. Yeah.
feelings, or whatever the case may be. But if I realize, if God, and I talk to God, I'm like, God, help me. If it's me, show me me. I'm big on that.
Yeah.
And if He shows me me, I may still have the conversation and say, hey, and the reason why, if I do have the conversation, is because I know I may have acted out, even if it's subtly. I may not have been super bubbly when I should have been, or, my disposition was off, and you noticed, and I know you noticed.
Yeah.
So instead of us just like ignoring the issue, I'm gonna bring it up. Hey, I was feeling this way because of this. And it's rooted to this. So I apologize. I'm so sorry, but I just felt like I needed to say it and get in front of it so that we can move forward, because I don't ever want to act out on you or make you feel away because of something that's going on within me. But and then on the end, when the offense is real and you blatantly done something to me, I'm gonna call you quick on that too.
Yeah.
But it's very uncomfortable when it's you. It's uncomfortable when you're the one that's feeling the awkward feeling, because it's something. None of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all got problems that we gotta over. Like we're striving every day, and we need grace every day. We are trying to get it together every single day. So in your attempt, God is exposing the dirt within. And when He exposes it, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna keep pushing it under the rug? Are you gonna say, you know what? You're not gonna shame me no more, because I'm gonna speak on it. And I'm gonna be free of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because that does help. Because it's like once you face it, it's like, oh, that don't even bother me no more. Like I'm free. So I think it's just having to pray about it, see where it's really stemming from, and then God will give you the entrance to have the conversation. And when He gives you the entrance, they'll be ready to receive and have the conversation.
Amen.
And because it's sacred and this is your sister, they will want to have the conversation, right? Because I don't want to lead. I don't want this to end over something that's petty or something that's, that we could easily maneuver through.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. That's good advice. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I have, like you said, we all haven't arrived, but I'm encouraged by this conversation. I'm encouraged to have the hard conversations and not try to talk myself out of them or hide behind this, oh, well, I'm going to be gracious, or oh, I'm just going to pray about it. No, I'm going to, pray about it and seek God, but I'm not going to allow that to be a crutch when He convicts me to act and trust that all will be well.
I think we just have to believe that. We just really got to. And I think if we put that first, knowing that, oh, we're coming out of this thing, you'll be able to face whatever the issue is without any hesitation.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I pray y'all got something out of this.
I hope y'all got something out of it.
The conversation. And put it in the comments. Let us know if you had some thoughts. If you have some questions. And we will check them out and we'll try to answer them. Now, listen, it might be a little delay because Tiff and I record on different days. Don't get offended now and think that we're ignoring you, but we do. We want to hear your thoughts.
We really do.
Because we are sisters, we will tend to think a lot. And we don't want to just be in our own little world. But we part of our desire for this too is that we grow and get exposed to other things and other viewpoints. And so please engage with us in the comments. And I pray you all tune in with us next week. So,
thank you all for tuning in.